Hello, besties! Welcome back to another Girl Talk with...
Guess who's back?
For the 10,000th time, my co-owner of this
This is
account.
my channel, as we've already established.
Asking you shall receive. Y'all love the Girl Talks. Y'all love Brianna. So here we are back again. And you know what's crazy, you guys? So actually, our Girl Talk came out in like January, and it's like end of November now, so it's like almost a year. It would be almost a year since we filmed it, basically. And that's crazy, because so much has changed.
No, so much. Do you know what's kind of crazy? You guys got a more single version of us the last time we filmed this. Now we're both in a little something.
In a little, huh. If you've been keeping up with the vlogs, you've heard about these little What do you call your mans? Do you have a nickname for him yet? Because I just call mine Mystery Man, and everybody's been telling me to...
Okay, everyone's been telling me I need a better name too. I've just been saying the boy.
You've been saying the boy?
Yeah, usually I'm pretty good with the nicknames, but I've been slacking.
Yeah. We've always had nicknames with this
know.
stuff. I don't know what to call mine.
Maybe it's because it's more serious, like I don't have a nickname.
I just say Mystery Man.
I think Sirius gets called a man. Mine hates being called a boy.
Does he not like that you call him a boy?
He doesn't like, he's like, I'm a man.
At least he's not a guy, okay?
That green flag, that he doesn't think of himself as a guy. If you know, you know.
Guys, listen, if a guy over, a guy, if a person, a man over 20 years old, you know what, under 25, he can call himself a guy, but if he calls himself a man, that's a green flag.
If you don't know, there's a man, an actual man that I was seeing.
How old?
He was like 30, 31, something like that. He didn't consider himself to be a boy or a man. He identified as a guy. You're
just a guy.
30. You're a man.
Just
it's embarrassing that you don't think of yourself as a man.
Yeah, so when the boy was referring to himself as a man, we're like, whoa.
We're like, oh my god, a man?
What is it?
Love that.
Wait, what's that Taylor Swift lyric? Like, oh, younger than my exes, but he act like such a man. So that
your
boy.
My situation.
Yeah.
You really have a Taylor Swift lyric for everything.
That's how my brain works. Brianna says my brain's wired crazy with lyrics.
I'm starting to like get a little better at it, but you're crazy at it.
Immediately, my brain will like nitpick through like a list of like Taylor Swift lyrics, and it's just like this one, and it always matches perfect to the situation,
does.
right? Isn't that crazy? Let's just dive right into the girl talk. But guess what? I had to obviously put in a session for Brianna and I to talk about boys, and we already did kind of.
We already skipped it and we went straight to boys.
But the first question for the girl talk: is there anybody on both of your minds, or are you dating anybody? You guys know I love my tan lines, but I love taking care of my skin even more. With tanning, I know there's a lot of potential damage that can come to your skin, which is why vitamin C is so important during the fall and winter season. It helps to reverse sun damage from the summer and boost the repair process by doing things like supporting collagen production, producing ceramides for the skin barrier. Also increases your SPF sun protection power up to 4 times. With the colder seasons, our immune system and our skin gets weaker, and your skin is more susceptible to damage to your skin barrier. This is why it's important to find a vitamin C serum that is hydrating, cooling, calming, and gentle. If you want to try the #1 vitamin C serum in Korea, serum that has a bottle sold every 30 seconds globally, and the all-in-one powerhouse to simplify your skincare routine, need the Goodal Green Tangerine Vitamin C Serum. What makes it so special compared to other serums is that it's made with real fruit to keep it gentle on all skin types with 70% green tangerine extract. Did you know tangerines have 10 times more vitamin C than lemon, which makes it perfect for brightening your skin and hyperpigmentation. It features ingredients that will help calm irritated skin, promote hydration, and helps with the appearance of scars. Also super fast absorbing and has like a really fun jelly texture. My sister essential to the vitamin C serum is the Goodal Green Tangerine Vitamin C Cream. It's a lightweight dark spot cream that leaves a dewy finish, and y'all know I love a dewy face. Boosted with vitamin C infused capsules that will melt into your skin to help target dark spots. The best part about this cream is that it has a gel texture, but it still lasts all day. I have really dry skin, and I'm always picking at my pimples, so I've always had an issue with scarring and discoloration. My friend was actually the one that recommended this to me because she was telling me, she's like, girl, ever since I started using this vitamin C serum, everybody thinks I have foundation on even when I'm wearing no makeup. I gave it a try, and it's insane how stunning it's made my skin look. I felt like I was glowing, and just all around my skin just looked even. Been using this for so long, I want to say this is like my 5th bottle. My favorite part has to be the jelly texture and how good it feels on my skin. Besties, trust me on this. This vitamin C serum will change your life. Goodal is having their biggest sale of the year right now, up to 40% from November 23rd to November 27th. It's actually the best time to get it, and it's super affordable, so easy to find. You can literally order it on Amazon right now. Make sure to get yours so we can protect our skin this season together.
We kind of addressed this, but
we both are
dating.
Yeah, we are seeing people for sure. And how's that for you, Brie?
It's good. Yeah, I like it. It's kind of fun.
Yes, me too.
It's like a different kind of fun than being single.
In my head, I don't look at it like being in a relationship is more fun than being single, because there's fun in different ways. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but I feel like I did the single fun for so long that it's nice to be doing the relationship fun now.
Right? No, I feel you. Like, I feel like we're both singled out a little bit.
Oh, I'm like, we're both thinking about it. We're like, imagine going back to the streets right now. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't
at
want
all.
to do that.
At all. But in the streets, we mean King Street West.
Yes.
Okay? We do not want to be there.
If you guys don't know, in Toronto, there's like this one street where all the bars are, King Street West.
Yeah.
And we were King Street West rats for a minute there.
We were maggots. We were the parasites.
And anytime I tried to hate on a man for being a King Street rat, you're like, Brianna, look in the mirror. We are King Street rats.
No, guy from before.
Paxton.
Paxton.
That man was a King Street rat. I don't care what you say.
We ran into him a few times. Like
every time.
Not every time.
Every time.
Like 5 times, okay? Okay, honestly, that was a lot. We did run into him quite a bit. And then I think it was 3 times in like a month and a half, which is kind of a lot. But I remember every time I would like tell Brianna or we'd see him, Brianna would be like, Sahar, he's such a King Street rat. And I'm like, Brianna, we are King Street rats. But anyways, now out of all the wrong arms right into that dive bar, here we are. It's just, I am living my little life at the moment. And Brianna is too. And
they're friends, kind of. Homie-in-laws.
They're so homie-in-laws. Boy and mystery man. I definitely see why Boy doesn't look that.
I could call my guy 6'2", but your guy is also 6'2".
Yeah. Look at us with our tall.
I do love our tall man era.
I'm so obsessed with mine. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I am. I'm very obsessed.
Should we say how long or no?
Yes. I've been talking to mine for 2 months, but we've been like official like a month.
I've been seeing mine for like 5 months.
Finishing 5. Almost 6.
Love.
Look at you. She said long term. What's your favorite thing about yours?
I feel like I like that mine is so golden retriever energy. I can put him in any situation and he just like gets along with everyone. And what is yours?
Mine is very black cat, y'all. Very, very, very black cat. I think my favorite thing about him is I like that he's so tough and like on the outside like so tough and like kind of like mean almost, but then not mean, but like just like intimidating. Even like when I showed Spencer pictures of him, she was like, he looks very intimidating, like whatever. But then to me, he's so like baby, you know? Like so just very nice.
I do see the appeal of that.
Right? Like the mean to everyone but you. I've always said I wanted that. I love that vibe. And he's not mean. You've met him. He's not a mean guy, but he's just not like puppy dog. You know what I mean? He's a little more closed off. But I like that with me, he's so warm and cute and you know?
See, I feel like mine is golden retriever, but also he is very protective in like situations. Like there have been situations and like it was like very attractive to me.
Love. We love love.
Relationship era.
Lover era. Lover. And you know what's crazy, guys? In the January video that we posted a year ago, literally in the beginning of that, you and I talk about how we don't know how to get into relationships. We don't know how to like whatever. And we're like, we can tell you how to like get a guy's attention, but we don't know how to tell you.
True.
I know, isn't that crazy? He backed out, so I mean, that's good on him, I guess. So that's my life with boys, and you know, and that's just it. We love it. Let's get into the real girl talk questions now that you guys know how much of a show my love life is.
Now we're gonna give you advice.
Yeah. Talk about being a teenage girl and what your worst experience was.
I have to go back in time to my old trauma.
For me, it was getting bullied. Not a great time.
So up until 10th grade, I went to a private Christian school. It was kindergarten to grade 12, less than 200 people. Very small little Christian bubble that I was in. And then halfway through 10th grade, I decided to switch to public school. And that was traumatizing for me. And I ate my lunch in like the bathroom stall. Like it was like classic like from a movie. Like
I did that first day of high school.
Really?
I ate in the stall by myself.
Yeah. Oh my god. I thought that was like a unique thing that happened in movies until I experienced it. Yeah, I would say the first like month of school there was just like terrible.
Aww.
And eventually I made friends, but like that first month was definitely like me just being terrified. People are swearing around me. I'm like, I've never heard this at school before. Like,
who are your parents?
People are like smoking and like they're inviting me to parties. Boys
Poor
were like
Brianna getting
teasing
invited to a party, God forbid.
But I think it was a joke, to be honest. I feel like this guy invited me as a joke. But like, yeah, I just felt like people were like messing with me and I didn't have any friends. That was definitely a hard month. I bawled my eyes out when my mom picked me up from school. I was like, I'm never going back. The first like week, every day. I was like, I'm not going.
Switch?
I didn't like my other school either. Me, at that age, would have been terrified of me now.
Mine was definitely getting bullied in high school. It felt so much longer, but it was only like 2 or 3 months, I think. I'd walk down the halls, girls would yell slut at me. It got to the point where like everyone in every class was talking so much crap about me that like teachers had to come to me and be like, are you okay? We've been hearing some things. The main girl who was like bullying me, she was also threatening me.
Threatening with what?
I had like one nude I kind of took and like sent it to someone, which is so stupid. Don't ever do that and being so for real, don't ever do that. But it was like one boob pic, okay? I've actually never talked about this online, but yeah, I sent like a boob pic to a guy that I was really in love with at the time, and the guy you're in love with at 15, not gonna be the love of your life. And then I guess like that picture kind of spread around a bit. Her brother got a hold of it or something, so she was like, I have your picture, and if you talk, like if you go to the principal or anything, I'm showing your parents your nudes. So I was like tight-lipped, like no, everything's fine. And then you know, it eventually died down. And at that time too, like I was like, my mom would literally kill me.
Yeah.
This, okay, whatever, this is a whole different topic, but this is why I'm like, when I'm older, I'm so not gonna be the type of parent that would like make their kid feel like they can't come to me about something, because I genuinely, like, that was the worst like 3 months of my life, and I couldn't talk to anyone about it. I didn't feel comfortable talking to my brother about that. The Mean Girls made a 30-person group chat, and it was just like a We Hate Sahar group chat. And then that's when my best friend now, that was the point where she was like, this is some like out of a movie bully.
Like, you know how in movies they're like, I'm gonna send it to the whole school?
Yeah.
And they just like have the whole school's number somehow. That's what it sounds like.
No, like it was like that. Eventually after the 3 months it like chilled, but genuinely that was the worst 3 months of my life. I was so during that point. I was calling kids' help phone like every night, like crying, being like, everyone in my school hates me. Like,
I didn't know any of this.
No, it was like that bad. Like it was that extreme.
I understand why you live for spite now.
Yeah, do you get it?
I get it.
I want everybody who did that to me to watch me succeed. But I would definitely say that was probably the worst experience.
I'm glad that you got through that, and now you have so many good girlfriends in your life.
I do. So guys, if you're going through some in high school, just remember it gets a lot better. Thoughts on ghosting? I think ghosting is the easy way to like leave a situation, and I've done it. Brianna's, have you done it?
Yeah.
Okay, we've all done it, obviously.
But I think there's a time when ghosting is appropriate, and there's a time when ghosting is not.
When you're like dating someone, for example, you can't.
If either of us ghosted our men, that would be f***ed up.
Or if they ghosted us,
that would be super f***ed up. There's people that I feel like you don't owe them an explanation, and I think in situations like that, ghosting is fine.
Yeah.
If you go on one day with someone, if they want an explanation, fine, but also I think you're fine to just like not text them after.
Yeah.
There's been mutual ghosting before. I hate
when there's mutual ghosting because it's like, I know what I like about you, why didn't you like about me?
But sometimes it's so obvious there isn't a vibe. Also, I'm so bad at hiding when I'm not into it. So like they knew I didn't like them.
Really?
Yeah.
Ghosting sometimes is okay.
Yeah.
But if you really want to practice communication, you can give an explanation. But if you're in a talking stage, you owe an explanation.
Yeah. But if something's established, you owe an explanation. If it's early, do whatever you want.
There was definitely someone that I definitely did owe an explanation to, and I didn't give it to him. I'm a work in progress. I never said I was perfect, okay? Catching feelings for your friends with benefits.
Do it. It's fun. That's date.
Listen, that's coming from Brianna, who all of her situationships have started like a friends with benefits vibe. Me, on the other hand, I would say never do it. Like, we're such, do it, it's fun.
So here's where I'll draw the line. If you know this person will never like you back, you need to just stop like hooking up with them. If you're hooking up with friends with benefits and there's like potential that you'll both catch feelings, try it, it's fun, maybe you guys will date. But if it's like you know they're not gonna feel it, then I feel like you just shouldn't sleep with them at all if you feel that way.
I think you have to know yourself. For example, me, I know I catch feelings when someone looks at me, okay? So I'm like, I shouldn't do that. But Brianna, she can detach from it, so that's fine.
No, I don't detach from it. I feel like I always
catch feelings every time?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but I would say if you catch feelings for them, you need to stop hooking up with them. But if they like you, then keep going.
I need the guy to be obsessed with me. So if they weren't obsessed with me, I wouldn't even want to hook up with them. And I feel like that's the mentality people should have, because...
Great advice. I'm learning, like, I need someone obsessed with me, and he's obsessed with me.
I'm so glad that you've learned that, because I feel like for a while, there's certain girls that like a guy that like doesn't like them.
No, I was one of those girls.
You were, and I never understood it, because I was always like, why aren't these guys treating you better? They should be treating you better. And you were just like, once you experience that, you just need it. And I don't like when girls say they like the men that don't like them back.
Right? Because
I just want better for them.
Aw, queen, that's a girl's girl right there. What are signs that a guy likes you?
I feel like just excuses to touch you is like a big one.
Yeah, I agree. But also it's not true, because with mine, remember, he would not touch me at all.
Okay, but that was, you guys were already going on dates. Like, it was like an established, you guys knew you kind of had a crush on each other.
Also, I want to say, I think you just know. Does that make sense? Do you get it?
There's been times where I haven't known though.
Really?
Yeah, like
that they like, no, not just interested in you, they like liked you.
I do find that they'll direct the conversation towards you a lot. You know, like maybe you're in a group setting, but then they're asking you direct questions more. Like there are ways to tell, but only if the guy is confident enough to like outwardly portray that they like you. I feel like some guys like keep it inside and don't show you.
Very true. How to deal with a guy where it's amazing when it's just you and him, but different around his friends or like other people. Communication.
That would bother me also. It's like a big, like you can't live your whole lives like in your little bubble, like at home. Like you have to socialize, and if you don't like him in that setting, it's red flag.
It also just makes me feel like, why are you like not comfortable being like into me or something?
I feel like guys should want to show you off. It's my girl, this is my lady.
That's how it should be, and if they're not, then it's not the vibe. I just think, yeah, that's definitely a huge red flag. You need to communicate it, and if he doesn't see a problem with that, dead it, because I feel like he doesn't like you.
With situations like that, I like to give the benefit of the doubt at first. I feel like maybe they're just a little oblivious to it. They could be just excited about what's going on around them or whatever and not thinking. But if you communicate it and it doesn't change, yeah, that's an issue.
Okay, this is something I'm very passionate about.
I already know what it is.
The unevenness of my boobs, and is there a way to solve it? No, there isn't, okay? I don't have symmetrical boobs, but guess who does? She has such symmetrical boobs, you guys. Like, literally, I feel like if you use that TikTok filter and tapped it, it would look the exact same. I don't have symmetrical boobs at all. This one sits lower. This one's perkier. If my boob looked like this one, like if it was a copy paste, I would be the happiest girl on earth.
See, you say this, but I've looked at them and I don't see.
Like, you haven't seen them bare and naked though. You've seen them.
I know, yo. Only show me one.
I showed you the good one. And I have pointy ass boobs, you guys. I have banana boobs.
I have banana boobs too, though. Honestly, my banana boobs, I think they look good when I don't have a shirt on. But when I have a shirt on, I feel like it makes the shape, like it accentuates the shape. Like when I go bras.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Do you ever feel like the banana shape like doesn't show how big your boobs actually are? Like the banana-ness. Yeah. Like when I wear a shirt and I look at myself from the side, I literally look like a flat with a point. Like
literally giving Kim Possible boobs.
Do you get insecure of like how like the lowness of your boob ever, or not really?
A little bit.
Okay, but you have great tits. You're the wrong person to ask. Her and I both have lower boobs. Like, both of our tits sit a little bit lower. And I used to be really insecure of that. I'm not as insecure anymore because I'm learning a lot of girls just have that. Like, we all kind of have, like, lower boobs. But
I feel like the push-up bras made us think everyone has these, like, perky boobs or, like, boob jobs make us think that. But, like,
yeah, but most girls...
I feel like a natural boob, it naturally is just, like, lower on your chest. I love how the person asks for advice. You're like, you're stuck with that!
You are, though. What do you want me to do? Lie to you? They're gonna be uneven.
I think the message to take away is that we all have boob insecurities. I sometimes get psoriasis on my boobs.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you get nipple hair?
I get like one.
Okay, I get nipple hair. And you don't get nipple hair.
I get one that I pluck sometimes.
Okay, I have one hair, you guys, right here. Just one individual hair. Like just
that's probably like an armpit hair.
No, I don't know. It's like the closer, like here. And I get nipple hair. Okay, I said it. I have to pluck it. I plucked it this morning. Oh, when can I win?
Hey, you got rid of the hair. It's gone.
I know. But advice? Nothing. You're stuck with it. Learn to love it because there's nothing you can do.
I think the advice is all of the things that Sahar is talking about with her boobs. I promise you, no one else notices. It's all you notice because everyone's so nitpicky about themselves. I've never noticed. I'm sure anyone else.
You actually like my left tit though?
Yes!
Okay, alright. How to get over a guy who feels perfect for you but has a girlfriend. He's not the one for you right now,
no.
Babe. At all.
So he's perfect. No. If you want him to break up with her for you, then wouldn't you be scared that he's going to do the same thing to you?
The cycle repeats itself.
It does. It repeats itself.
You lose him how you get him.
I like the guy that had a girlfriend. I was in high school, so let's calm down. We weren't doing anything really, but like it was like emotionally cheating for sure. And he kept telling me, I'm gonna break up with her for you, I'm gonna break up with her for you. He never did. Eventually she broke up with him because I think she knew something was going on. And then I think he like hooked up with someone else while we were together too. Oh yeah, he did. I remember now. We were dating. On Valentine's Day, he told me that he can't spend it with me because he's going to see a movie with his dad. I believe them. Can you believe that? I said, oh yeah, that makes sense. He's gonna go see a movie. He
on Valentine's Day.
Because he's seeing a movie with his dad on Valentine's. No, he was with his ex. Not the one that he cheated with. I did for one.
Oh my god. Yeah. You really do lose him how you get him. If a guy has a girlfriend, I would just say get away. That's it.
Strongly second that.
It's not even worth it. It's not gonna be you, babe. It's not. If you're in the on and off, you are not better than the girl who is the third person. You're both victims.
Yeah.
No one's winning.
Even mine, I was in high school, it sounded like he hated her.
Yeah.
Like he fully convinced me that he was in this toxic relationship. She was so terrible to him and blah, blah. And now I'm like, I don't know if I buy that. Why are you still with her if she's this terrible to you?
But regardless, do not talk to guys with girlfriends.
Don't do it.
And honestly, don't be with the guy that's on and off all the time, because you know he's saying some rancid ass behind your back. Just letting you know. How do you stay a girl's girl with the girls you really don't like?
We've had a lot of conversations about what's a girl's girl and what's not.
Being a girl's girl is more the general theme of like, do you stick up for women in like situations? Like I've seen some girls say like, I try to be a girl's girl but I don't like certain girls. You could still be a girl's girl and not like certain girls. You're not just not a girl's girl because...
Yeah, you don't have to like every girl. In general, root for women.
Exactly. And I'm gonna say this right now, the girls who call themselves girls are very rarely girls, okay? I don't think you and I
feel like I've maybe said like once or twice, just like in conversation, because I do consider myself to be one, but I'm not like going around telling every human with an ear that like I'm a girl's girl.
Or like any situation, be like, no, I'm a girl's girl. Like I would describe you as a girl's girl, and I've had girls describe me as girls, but I would never call myself one, because that's the kind of thing that like...
I'm not trying to prove that to anyone. Like I know...
We prove it with our actions.
My heart,
We prove it with what we do.
It's like one of those things when, like, I feel like if you're overcompensating, I'm a girl's girl, I'm a girl, why are you trying so hard to prove to us that you are?
And there's this one girl that I was friends with that Brianna never really liked, but like, she kind of would insist that I was a pick-me and called herself a girl's girl 24/7, but I could probably list about 20 things that she did that was very anti-girls girl and very pick-me, but I'm the pick-me one. If
you gave me a list of like your friends and she was on it and it was like rank them in order of girls girl to least girl, she would not be near the top.
She would definitely not be. I think she might be the last on that list actually.
Potentially.
If you have to call yourself a girl's girl, you're not a girl's girl, just be a girl's girl.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't know. Girl's girlness, it like you don't have to be, we'll still be polite. I don't say, don't be rude. I don't think you should be rude to girls you don't like. That's mean, you know? Because I've had girls just be outwardly mean towards me when they're mad at me. That is kind of anti-girls girl, but you don't have to be overly nice. You can be polite, live your life. You don't have to be the best friend. Don't be mean though. But what are some other girls girl type things? One of the biggest things is like kind of just having girls' backs behind closed doors. I'm gonna give you guys an example. My friend Maru, she always gets mad at me when I say it like Maru. She's like, you're not saying it properly. Maru, I love her. She's one of my favorite humans ever. That girl's the epitome of a girl's girl. I love her so much. And she kind of defended me in situations where like I wasn't even there and no one else was defending me, but she was still defending me. Yeah. That's what a girl's girl is. Like behind, with no one looking, are you still like defending girls in situations that are needed? That's a girl's girl.
Like, for example, I told you about that person that was trying to see if I would talk shit about you by sending me a TikTok.
Yeah.
Insinuating that it reminded them of Sahar. And it was like the most uncomfortable thing ever because I was not going to talk shit about Sahar. But they just wanted to see if I would.
This was like early in our friendship too. There was someone who like sent a video that was like really mean, like a cringe kind of video or something. You're like, who does this remind you of, to Brianna? And there was like one thing the person said.
The only reason I knew it was you is because the girl in the video mentioned like always smelling good, and Sahar does say that.
And I do, because I do, okay? I'm not, that's not pick me, I'm sorry. I'll never understand how that's pick me, because I do smell good all the time because I love smelling good. And that's fine, we all have our things, you know? And then that was the only thing that made Brianna
that was the only thing in the video that was anything remotely like you.
And then she was just trying to kind of be like, who do you think? Who do you think? Trying to get Brianna like talk me. That's weird. That's not girls girl behavior.
Yeah. And I like didn't want to give them the satisfaction of guessing you, so I didn't guess you and I like made them say it. I knew they were trying to get me to say you.
And this person had a personal vendetta against me for no reason, so whatever. But see, that was a girl move on. Brianna, to not just feed into it like that. Also, just with boys, y'all gotta be careful. That's when I feel like a lot of pick me versus girls girl behavior.
I feel like that's when I really knew that you were a girl's girl though. You're just like someone that I feel very safe bringing men around, you know what I mean?
Thank you. Thank you.
And you know, there was like one night she slept on the couch for me.
All right, I did sleep on the couch. Let's just say Brianna was busy.
I had a friend over.
She had a friend over, and I slept on a couch in a very cold room. That room was so
cold. We were freezing.
It was so cold. I can't get away. And the couch was like leather too, so it was like extra cold. Like, you know how it's like, it's not like this. Like this in a cold room wouldn't be as bad. Yeah. That was terrible. And also, guys, stay away from girls who are not girls. Looking back, I'm like, I literally gained nothing from that friendship at all. Tips for period cramps, mood swings, periods in general. Guys, guess what? I put Brianna on Diva Cup.
She did.
On a menstrual cup, actually.
It actually changed my life.
Right?
Yeah.
She was scared, but we got it to happen. Okay, so we were at a music festival. Brianna gets like really heavy periods.
I would go through I have to do Super Plus. There's no choice. Like I can't live life if I don't have a Super Plus, and I would go through like 5 or 6 a day on like my heaviest day.
For example, I think I go through like 2 tampons a day, maybe.
On your heaviest day?
Literally 2. At most,
Super
maybe
Plus?
like regular. I think maybe 3, to be honest. 3, maybe
no,
3
like,
regulars.
Listen, 5 to 6 Super Plus, there's a chance I'm gonna leak.
So we were at this music festival, and Brianna got really unlucky that she got her period there. To have to deal with 6 tampons at a music festival
with
in a
porta potties that are disgusting.
Yeah, and I was like, we're not even gonna have the time to like go to the bathroom and
then also if you're dealing with like tampons and like you get a little blood on you, what do? Because there's no sink in your little stall.
It's so unsanitary.
Yeah.
And like, again, girls are like like we wouldn't ever let Brianna go to the bathroom alone. Do you know what I mean? Like we'd all go with her, and it's just like 6 times to have to go. A bit excessive at a music festival. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, Brianna, I think you should just get like a menstrual cup, because my menstrual cup on my heaviest day, I think I switch it once. I do it in the morning, like when I wake up in the morning, and then like in the middle of the day I'll switch it. Like I'll empty it and then like put it back in, and then I don't switch it again until nighttime. But like on my lighter days, it's like I don't even have to, like I only switch it at night. So I was like, Brianna, I think you should just get one, because like even with like how bad your flow might be, I think it'll be fine. Like if it's like a cup, because a cup could take up so much. And we put her on, and like I had a little bit of a traumatic experience with it at the music
because I was
festival.
still getting used to how it,
yeah,
goes in and how it goes out. Honestly, getting it out was like the scariest part, because it's like
so opening.
It's also like so deep in there. They're like, how do I get that out?
I know, Brianna had a bit of a traumatic experience with it at the festival, so I don't recommend using it for the first time at a festival.
Still probably better than if I did tampons, but I did want to cry in that stall.
No, she was so shaken up after she came out. She was like, that was dehumanizing.
No,
like,
genuinely, like I don't want to tell you what went down in that stall. I will keep that to myself. I'm taking that to the grave.
No, sorry, I'm not trying to laugh. I just remembered something Brianna said after. Not trying to be insensitive.
She remembered how traumatic that experience was.
She just said a very, very funny sentence when she got, okay.
Listen, I humor myself through the trauma.
Yeah, and now she's living her best menstrual cup life. Aren't you like thriving?
And you save money.
So much money. Once you get past the initial like scariness of like...
Yeah, it's a lot less stressful with like having to change it so much.
Yeah, and you don't even really feel it. I find it leaks less than tampons.
Oh, way less.
Right? Tampons, no matter what I did, I had to have a liner.
I do need a panty liner still.
I still put a liner in too, but it doesn't leak as much. Do you do anything to deal with your mood swings? Do you get mood swings?
Oh man, I did this last one. Me and the boy got in a fight that was not at all justified, and he was like so sad about it because he didn't understand why I was like mad about this thing that I should not have been mad about. And then in the morning when I got my period, he's like, I'm so glad that makes sense now. He's like, you were not justified in that. And I was like, you are right. But like I was a little drunk, and it was like the night before my period started. Yeah, I just
started a fight?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I am scared about tomorrow and the day after, because I'm about to start my period. It's coming any minute now. I'm 3 days late at the moment, but I'm always like a couple days late, so it's not like a big deal. But like terrified, because my mood swings are really bad. Like I definitely always cry. Do you always cry on your period at some point?
No, to be honest, I feel like my mood swings usually aren't bad. It was just this one I was a little feisty, or like I don't know. But I feel like usually I'm pretty good about it. I find that I'll get cramps sometimes. Like I definitely have had very, very bad, like on the floor, feel like I'm dying cramps, but not as often now.
I get really bad cramps too. The first 2 days. It's always the first 2 days. My cramps are horrendous. Then I'm fine.
Oh yeah, my first 2 days, if anything's going wrong, it's in those first 2 days. Yeah. And then it's like chilling after that.
I always cry right before my period, and then I get my period, and I'm like usually like the day before I get my period, I start crying over something, and then the next day I'm like, oh, okay. I don't really know how to deal with it, to be honest.
When your period's coming, you kind of know to expect that your emotions are going to be a little more all over the place, and just being aware of it helps.
As for cramps, some people are like, oh, like Advil's bad for you. Ibuprofen, it's not. I don't care.
Oh, I take so much Advil if I need it.
Anything to stop the pain, I'm gonna take it. A warm compress is also your best friend. Laying down, sleep.
So much sleep.
Lay, curl up in a ball. That position helps so much, the fetus position.
See, for me, I need to lay, if I'm having cramps, I need to be on a cold floor. Do you not do that?
No.
Really?
What do you mean?
That's the only thing.
Do you lay on a cold floor or just sit?
I'm naked on a cold floor.
Okay, Brianna, did you think that? that everybody does that.
Yeah, okay. I know I'm not alone in it. It feels so much better. Like, I will leave my bed and I will go to the bathroom.
And
just lay on the, because that's where I have cold floor.
Why is that so funny to me that you just expected that
I think people were going to relate to this.
Okay, guys, let me know. Do you guys do that? Because I don't do that. I don't get naked.
If I feel like I'm dying, like the cramps are so bad, like I want to die, I'm getting my butt up, I'm going to the bathroom, I'm laying on the floor.
Okay, no, every single person who's watching this, tell me if you do that. Genuinely, I need to get a very serious consensus of, do you guys get naked and lay on a cold?
If you haven't, try it. And I'm like flipping.
Okay, yeah, I don't do that. Like, do you flip yourself like a little burger back and forth? Do you have any other period tips, like help with your period? Period underwear, guys, get it.
Yeah, I do like period underwear.
There's so much on Amazon. Just get a pack of period underwear.
I like those for sleeping.
I know, because it just feels extra safe. What else? Tea. Tea is my best friend during my period.
Really?
Yeah, you don't like tea?
That helps?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, I like green tea especially. Also, I don't hold myself back from eating when I'm on my period. I don't know about you, but I eat everything.
I mean, I always do that.
Oh, okay. Queen. Would love. But do you get really bad body dysmorphia right before your period?
Like, definitely bloated sometimes. I just always have body dysmorphia, if I'm being honest.
Me too.
I don't know if I noticed like a drastic difference. It's always present, but...
Oh, Brianna, you have a beautiful body. I have a very bad body dysmorphia too, but especially right before my period, I just have moments where I just look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, I'm the nastiest, most disgusting creature I've ever seen on earth.
It's crazy to me that you think that. Like, I know I think that, but I'm like, there's no way you think that.
That's how I feel, girl. You literally tell me about how much you love being naked. What are you talking about?
Okay, I think my body type looks better naked than in clothes.
Like, I think I'm the ugliest animal alive when
See,
I'm
I
naked.
put on clothes and I'm like, ew, I'm disgusting. I'm naked. I'm like, oh my god, she's gorgeous.
See, when I'm naked, I'm literally like, I'm so gross. No one could ever love me. Look how disgusting this is. Look at these uneven ass boobs. And then when I put clothes on, I'm like, yay. I will say your ass naked is something else, guys. Y'all have not seen her in those Brandy Melville booty shorts, okay? That was the moment that I realized you had ass like that. When we were at last time.
That's like the thing I feel like that shapes my ass the best. Like, it like flatters it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it like goes above it, but it leaves the little...
It's very slutty though.
Yeah. So as you guys could tell, Brianna and I had much girl talk in us to discuss. Yes. And if you wanted more of the conversation, we continue on Brianna's channel. Hers might not be out immediately, but
mine will be out in a week. And mine's a little more like after dark. We're gonna have some wine, like
get a little raunchier, a little deeper.
I was gonna say maybe we'll be more open. We're already very open.
Yeah, aggressively, violently.
We're gonna have wine in it.
Y'all know what wine does. But I'll post, once her video's out, I'll post the link in my community so y'all can watch it, because we love Brianna here. We love the vibe. Show Brianna love always. Comment what you liked about this video. Comment about what if you guys do that weird period thing, okay? Because I don't do it. I need to know if y'all flip-flop like a hamburger.
Please like validate me.
Can you imagine if everyone's like, no.
They're like, I've never heard of that. I've never done that.
And this is a safe space. Y'all are welcome to talk about whatever. If you have any questions you want to ask, comment it below. Like, tell me what other videos you want to see. If you guys like the Sahar's advice series, which I'm really happy about. If you want more vlogs, let me know. If you want more girl talks, obviously let me know. But again, thank you, Brianna, for doing this. We love Brianna.
Thanks for having me. Subscribe to Sahar.
Right? Please. Oh my god. And I love you guys as always. I'll see you guys next week for another video. Bye.